if you're looking for another excuse to get into the gym, maybe it's that everything in our lives is subjective, and physical activity, being in the gym, whatever that means to you, is one of the only few objective things in this world right now. Can you lift the weight off the ground? Can you run 5 miles in this amount of time? There's no debating whether or not you can or cannot do that thing. It just is or it is not.
Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Let me explain to you why I love going to the gym so much. Physical activity, generally speaking. Gym, playing on a sports team, what have you. But first, here are some clips from my morning session at the gym. Just a general upper body day. So yeah, here's some clips, then I'll get into the why behind going to the gym.
Rangers this morning, they are World Series champions.
Let me tell you a little something, Leafs Nation. Could be worse. The Texas Rangers never won a World Series in their 63-year existence. So, until now. So, there is hope.
Texas, they not expect, they barely made it.
Yeah, so it was a good gym session today. I don't normally go on Thursdays, but I'm giving blood this evening, so I won't be able to go tomorrow morning, Friday. So I did a leg day yesterday, and now I'm doing, I did a full upper body day today, and I'm probably gonna sneak one in on Saturday morning as well before the family gets up. But I wanna explain, as the title of this video would allude, to why I like the gym so much. And there's the physical aspect, which is obvious, and the mental aspect too, which is a little less obvious, but most people understand what it does to their mental state when they go to the gym. But then there's something about, I don't even know where to classify this. Is this like the soul? Is this the spirit of each human that exists? I'm not sure where to classify this. It might even be mental, but anyway, hear me out. Every day, when I think I know something about the world, I get proven. God proves to me that I don't know anything. I get humbled every single day. Just when I think I figure something out, I lose. Or I have my conviction question. I question my own convictions or my own knowledge. Or I think I really know something, and then somebody that's clearly a lot smarter than me in that subject speaks up, and I realize that I know nothing. And the world around us right now, because of how much information is available to us through the internet, it's so easy to feel like you know nothing. If you're honest with yourself, if you're really honest with yourself, there's a lot of people on the internet that don't have that self-reflection, that they have no ability to even think that they're wrong, to start going down that path. There's a lot of people that don't have that in them. But there are also a lot of people that just look at what's going on and be like, I don't know anything, man. I just gotta focus on like keeping my job, keeping a roof over my loved one's head, and not dying. And that's like what I can focus on. And there's so many examples in the world, whether it's like who's right or wrong about Israel and Palestine, who's right or wrong about pandemics, who's right or wrong about, you know, the best way forward in any nation, who's right or wrong about morality. And now, you know, I maybe have a little bit different opinion on that because like I am a practicing Catholic, so I'm, you know, even though I'm sure of my faith, there are still moments where you feel shook by something and you're like, that's so hard to wrap my head around. Even the things that I believe in and like willing to die for it, you still are like, it's so hard to wrap your head around it. And the good and the bad and the right and the wrong and the up and the down and the black and the white. But here's where the gym comes in. There's no debate to be had in the gym. Can you lift that weight or can you not? It's objective. It is objective truth. You can stand over top of a barbell with however much weight on it. Can you lift it or can you not? That's it. And there's no ambiguity. There's no opinion. There's no political bend to anything. It's just objective truth. And that is so missing in my life. I don't know about you, but in my life, that is so missing, that objective truth. Something like, you know, another example would be the love that I have for my daughter. Like, it defies logic. It defies like anything that I can even comprehend about the word love and what that means. But I know that it's true. I know that, and that will never waver. We have good days and bad days like anyone else or any other relationship. But that love will never waver. That's an objective truth. Pushing weight, pulling weight is an objective truth. And it's so interesting to me that the gym bro culture, the bodybuilding, weightlifting, strength training culture is just like rocketing. You see guys like C-Bomb and Sam Sulek, and I mean, I'm a Twitter guy or an X guy, so like hundreds of influencers on there. Young men are starving for this. I mean, have you seen Sam Sulek's rise on YouTube? It's ridiculous. But people love it. Guys especially love it. Because guys are very like objective in how they view the world, right? That is a pretty girl and, you know, I want to pursue her. Can I lift that rock? Can I start the fire with these two objects? Like, we're very matter of fact in the way that we enjoy operating. Most men are like that, right? It's not that we don't like to have these big conversations about worldly topics and what have you, but when it comes right down to it, our day-to-day life is very matter of fact. More so than women. And the reason why these, like bodybuilding in particular, is just, and strength training is just exploding, is because there's just an objective truth to it all. That no matter where that person is lifting that weight, they can be in some place in China that I've never heard about, or sub-Saharan Africa, or right here in Canada. And when we line up and there's 315 pounds on a bar, can you lift it? It is the same truth for the person all the way across the world than it is for me right here. And when the entire world around us is subjective, and there's these debates happening all the time, and people feel like they have to weigh in on everything, there's nothing to weigh in on when it comes to lifting a weight off of ground or pushing it from your chest or whatever. There's nothing to weigh in on. It is. It is. And men in particular are starved for that. And the digital age that we're in, as great as it is, because I can talk to you and you can see all these people from all over the world sharing their ideas and doing and what they're doing. As great as that is, we don't do anything with our hands. We don't feel the world anymore. We don't. This is a rocking chair that my wife's great-grandfather, grandfather, one of the two. Anyway, he made it. I wouldn't even know where to start to do something like that. My grandfather, on my mom's side, and the Italian side, he tends to a garden that, honestly, he should have his own vlog. Like, not even just a vlog. There should be film crews that come in and see what this guy does at 89 years old. How many vegetables and fruits and sauces he's able to make. And then my nona's in the kitchen, you know, preparing it all. Like, these guys would get 1 million subs in 6 months. They're stewards. They do things with their hands. They're not educated in the traditional sense in the slightest. In the slightest. The Second World War ruined that opportunity for them in Italy. But they know so much. And they can prove it, not through debate. And they have debates about, you know, where to grow this or where to put this or how to make this tomato look more red and big. Da, da, da. Okay. Yes, these conversations happen. But there's no debating the fact that this man knows what he's doing in a garden. That he can feed his family from a garden plot in North Toronto. There's no debate there. But in our world, in my world at least, I'm in the digital realm, digital marketing. I don't ever feel anything that I create. It's just, it exists. It's out there, you know. Even the money that these campaigns bring in, I don't feel it. It's just numbers on a screen. Open rate, click rate, conversion rate, ROI, KPI. It doesn't exist, right? And so because it doesn't exist, and everyone can do it a little bit differently, there's nothing concrete about it. So to bring it all back home, I love the gym because it's an objective truth. And we could say, you know, we could have debates about who has the best body and who's the, you know, all that stuff. But it's like, none of that really matters. Can you lift the weight or can you not? At least in my mind, that's what's important to me. And I don't lift any impressive weight. I am not I'm a good athlete, generally speaking. I can, like, give me a sport, I can figure it out and be good at it. But like, I'm not gonna blow you away. You know, I was a really good baseball player, a pitcher, that's it. That's like the only thing that I excelled at when it comes to sports. But like, there's an objective. Pitching, perfect example. Can you or can you not throw this ball 90 miles an hour? We have a debate on how to get to 90 miles an hour, sure. But can you do it? Yes or no? Yes? Great. You're elite. And you know, I could apply this conversation to the gym about any sport, really. How many goals can you score in a soccer game? How many baskets in a basketball game? How many goals in a hockey game? How fast can you run the 100 meter? So that is why, if you're looking for another excuse to get into the gym, maybe it's that everything in our lives is subjective, and physical activity, being in the gym, whatever that means to you, is one of the only few objective things in this world right now. Can you lift the weight off the ground? Can you run 5 miles in this amount of time? There's no debating whether or not you can or cannot do that thing. It just is or it is not. So I hope that resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. Thanks for watching.